This is Microsoft Excel, and the beauty part of this software is that it is multidisciplinary, which simply means it can be used to estimate values or make computations across different disciplines such as commerce, trade, mathematics, statistics, economics, engineering, and so on. Now, when you navigate to the formula menu of your Excel interface, you will realize that under the function library, formulas are separated according to different categories. The first here we have financial, which means most financial estimation you could find the formula to execute them under this category. Then when you check here, this is for mathematics and trigonometry. So under this section, you get several mathematical formulas. Now, but when you click the more functions here, the first category is statistics. So this is very handy for a statistician. Statistician can use several formulas and functions here to estimate several statistical tests and so on. The next category is engineering. So Excel is multidisciplinary. I hope you understand. It can be used to estimate values across varieties of discipline. You just need to understand what to do and know how to do it. And that's why I'm here for you. But in this video, we'll concentrate only on statistical formulas. Maybe in the next, we will not discuss something else. But in this video, we'll focus on statistics and only arithmetic mean. So I will show you how to calculate arithmetic mean for this particular data and a data which is arranged horizontally just like this. Then for a group data which looks similar to this, I know most of you are familiar to this either in your mathematics or a statistical class. Then I'll also show you how to calculate arithmetic mean for a data such as this. Then as a bonus, I will show you how to make some realistic estimation using arithmetic mean. So if you have a sales report for June 2022, which has a column for days, quantity of goods sold, and the price which is at 54 across all the days, if it varies also, it's all good. Then what is the revenue generated for each day? And then at the end of the day, we will now estimate what is the average revenue for the month. That is where the application of arithmetic mean comes in. So without much further ado, let's get into it and begin from the first one by calculating the mean of ungrouped data such as this. Using your mathematical knowledge to calculate mean, you use this very particular formula. This formula you are seeing here, which says x bar is equal to summation x all over n, which simply means the arithmetic mean is equal to the sum of all values divided by the number of the values. So these are our values, which are arranged here like this. Now we are to calculate the sum of them. That is to say, we are to add all of them together and we are to divide by their number, the number of them. I hope you understand. So to calculate the sum of them, there are two ways you can go about that. The first one, which is what I have already begun to discuss, is simply translating the mathematical formula of calculating mean into Excel. Then the second method is simply a predefined function which is already inbuilt in Excel that you will use to estimate the arithmetic mean. So I will use this method for you, then you will be the judge here. You will tell me which of this method is more easier, more simpler, and more convenient. So the first method, which I've already started explaining, is using summation x all over n. So I will sum all these values together. Let me use this cell as as the cell for me to sum them up. Now, for you to make any estimation in Excel, the very first important thing for you to do is simply to impute the equal sign. This equal sign is more like a symbol that tells Excel that, okay, anything you see after here is a formula. I hope you understand. Now, if the equal sign is absent, then Excel will not recognize this as a formula. It's very important for you to know this. Irrespective of the formula, the equal sign is paramount. So I will impute my equal sign here. Then there's a formula for summation, which is SUM. Then I will type it SUM. I'll open bracket. Then I will scroll up and select the range of cells I want to add. So immediately I select all this, Excel will just automatically detect that I want to add this range of cells, cell B2 to cell B29. This is cell B2, this and this is cell B2, and this is cell B29. So I want to sum up this range of cells. I'll close my bracket and I'll hit enter. It has summed everything up for me as 80. Now the formula says summation x, and this is exactly what we just calculated. Now what is left is n. Now the simple way for you to calculate n is just to come behind here and just put 1, let's say 2, then you just click on 1 and 2 and drag. Immediately you highlighted them, then you move your cursor closer to this section. If the arrow changes, you just drag it down. It will name the cells for you in order of arrangement. You see, it has named these cells in order of arrangement from 1, 2, 3, 4 down to 28. That is to say, from this very particular place down to the last cell I just highlighted, there are 28 cells, which means there are 28 numbers. I hope you understand. Then I'll come down here. After imputing all my formula, then I'll put this symbol. This is an indication of divide. Then I will now press divide by 28, which is my number of, which is my n in the formula. That is to say, the number of values. Then I click enter on my keyboard, and this is the value of mean. But to make things easier, Excel has a predefined formula, a formula that is used to calculate mean, and this is it. Let me come down here. So I will now say equal sign, which is paramount for every Excel formula. Then the formula for calculating mean is average. I will type average. Then I'll open my bracket, or some people call it parentheses, either bracket or parentheses, whichever one. I hope you understand. That's just a symbol. Then I will now drag this range of values. After dragging this range of values till the end, then I will now close my bracket and hit enter. That's it. Simple as ABC. You don't need to start going and be counting the number of values, going by the defined formula of mathematics and to execute it. No, Excel has a formula for calculating mean, and this is it. Immediately you just impute the formula accordingly without mistake and click your enter key. It will just run it for you and you have it ready. So let's go forward and calculate the mean of this. So if I use the Excel formula and I said average, then I open my parentheses, then I drag the range of cells I want down to the last one here, which is 4. Then let me go scroll and go back. Then I'll close my bracket, hit enter. It will just estimate the mean for me, the mean of these values for me. I hope you understand. So the mean here is 2.85, and the one we have in this very particular fact sheet is 2.85. Here also is 2.85, which means it is all the same.